Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Orange County Business Journal's Excellence in Entrepreneurship Awards program. The Business Journal's Excellence in Entrepreneurship Awards consistently identifies local noteworthy executives and their companies well before they explode onto the national scene. Massimo's Joe Chiani was recognized in 2006, a year before his healthcare monitoring company went public. Its shares have increased more than 20-fold since then, to a market cap topping $12 billion. R.D. Olson's Bob Olson was a winner in 2007. In the following dozen years, his firm became by far the West Coast's largest hotel developer. More recently, United Capital Financial Advisors' Joe Duran was recognized in 2019. Months later, his firm was acquired by Goldman Sachs for a reported $750 million in cash. Likewise, Antero Industries' Palmer Luckey was a 2019 Excellence in Entrepreneurship winner. This year, his 2-year-old tech-focused events firm saw its valuation approach $2 billion following a new funding round. Today, we are proud to reward 5 individuals who exemplify Orange County's entrepreneurial spirit through foresight, creativity, and determination. Congratulations to all the nominees who have successfully been able to establish and nurture their businesses. And now, I would like to introduce Richard Reisman, publisher and CEO of the Orange County Business Journal, to commence the program.
Good afternoon. I'm Richard Reisman, and I welcome you to this, our 19th annual Excellence in Entrepreneurship Award program. For those of you who have been at our other 18, I'm sure you recognize that this is a little different, and that's just a recognition of the times. But as the Business Journal does, we make the best out of everything, and I guarantee you that this program will be extraordinary, and you'll enjoy it. This is the first of our virtual events. Please stay tuned in the coming weeks for our family recognition event, our innovator recognition event, and of course, our women recognition event. So to begin the program, I'd like to introduce our diamond sponsor, Pacific Premier Bank, and please join me in welcoming Geoff Coar, the Senior Vice President and Director of Commercial Banking.
Welcome to the 19th Annual Excellence in Entrepreneurship Awards. I'm Geoff Coar, Director of Commercial Banking with Pacific Premier Bank. On behalf of Pacific Premier Bank, we are honored and excited to be this year's diamond sponsor for this event, supporting businesses and business leaders across Orange County to recognize your creativity and success. 2020 is a year that has forced us all to be more entrepreneurial as we find new ways to manage and grow our respective businesses. Though not here together physically, we are happy to be able to bring you the 19th Annual Entrepreneur Awards virtually and look forward to connecting in person soon. Here at Pacific Premier Bank, it's never business as usual. We work hard every day to set ourselves apart, and our dedication supporting our clients' growth is standard operating procedure. We also take pride in the communities where we work, live, and do business. As the largest bank headquartered in Orange County and the 5th largest bank in the Western United States, we are proud to call Orange County our home. With approximately $20 billion in total assets, we have the products, services, and technology to support your business goals and achieve your excellence in entrepreneurship. The best part about my career as a commercial banker with Pacific Premier Bank is the opportunity to meet all of you. Learn more about what you do and how you do it, and assist with advice to meet your goals. I had the opportunity to serve as a judge for this year's event, and it reminded me again how fortunate we are to live and work in Orange County, a county that is filled with creativity and confidence to make your dreams a reality. Businesses, large or small, new segments created within existing industries, this is and always has been a hotbed of entrepreneurialism. I have been a commercial banker for 25 years in this county, and it remains the best in the country for what I do, providing capital, counsel, and services to you. I want to take this moment to recognize all of the entrepreneurs who have been nominated for this year's event, the 19th Annual Excellence in Entrepreneurship.
I'd like to congratulate all of those impressive nominees. And please permit me to acknowledge the sponsors that make this event possible, and even more so this year, because this is a tough year for a lot of people, and all of our sponsors who support the entrepreneurship community in Orange County have stuck with this event this year to honor the best in entrepreneurship in Orange County. First, again, our diamond sponsor, Pacific Premier Bank, and our platinum sponsors, Hall & Company CPAs, Jeffrey M. Verdon Law Group, Northwestern Mutual, UCI Health, and Withum. Our gold sponsor, the Irvine Company, and our silver sponsor, BPM. Thank you all. The Business Journal really appreciates not only your support of this event, but of entrepreneurs in Orange County. Now I'd like to recognize our associate publisher, Laura Garrett, and our editor, Mark Mueller. Today's virtual event is the work of Laura and the advertising department, and special kudos to our event team that put on an extraordinary virtual event for us today. The Excellence in Entrepreneurship special report, our weekly magazine, and the daily news updates are the work of Mark and the editorial department. And the Business Journal will be profiling today's award recipients in our September 21st issue. And I'd also like to give props to our editorial department that's been putting out extraordinary copy in these very challenging times. And now it's time to commence the program. Our first award winner will be introduced by Jeffrey M. Verdon with the Jeffrey M. Verdon Law Group.
You're an affluent family or successful business owner with assets of $10 million or more, and you know that the traditional estate plan is designed for the seamless transition without probate. But you also know for you it's not enough. You need comprehensive estate planning. For more than 3 decades, We at Jeffrey M. Verdon Law Group have designed estate plans specifically for your asset class. While maintaining the high standards of care provided by top estate planning attorneys, we're the experts at adding layers of protection and advanced estate planning structures. These structures are unique, newer than many commonly in use, and creative, designed not only to save taxes, but give you the maximum access to your income. Knowledge and wisdom are essential in formulating a comprehensive estate plan that will provide security in case of an actual or threatened lawsuit. For more than 30 years, our clients have been well armed with superior firewall protection in their estate planning. My name is Jeffrey Verdon, and I'm the managing partner of the Jeffrey M. Verdon Law Group. And it is my pleasure to introduce you to our first Orange County Business Journal Excellence in Entrepreneurship Award winner, Mr. Dirk Griffin, CEO and owner of Pinner Construction. Dirk Griffin, CEO and owner of Pinner Construction, congratulations, you're a finalist for the 2020 Excellence in Entrepreneurship Award given by the Orange County Business Journal, and I'm happy to inform you that you have been chosen as a winner of that award. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you, Geoff. Good morning, and thank you. Really appreciate it. It's really nice to be honored.
Well,
a lot of hard work.
News travels fast in this country, and you having won the award has traveled all the way back to Washington, D.C., and you and your team back in the office was able to secure a very special present gift, and I want to present this to you.
Oh, man.
This is a letter signed by the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, congratulating you on winning this award.
Wow, that's huge. Thank you. That's absolutely amazing. Wow.
Well deserved. So let me ask you a couple of questions about you and your business. I understand you're the largest builder of schools west of the Mississippi River, is that right?
We believe so. We're one of the largest for sure. That's our specialty. That's what we're known as, a school builder.
Well, as I studied your business, I found the story of how you acquired Pinner Construction and then the headwinds that you encountered once you got it to be an interesting story. Why don't you tell us about what happened?
Well, I worked for Pinner Construction as a chief financial officer since June of 1998. And after the global economic depression of 08-09, the company really struggled during the Great Recession. For us, it lasted longer than most. And it was a multi-generational company, and it was coming up on time to pass the baton to the fourth generation. And there was just a series of issues the company had, some undercapitalization issues and other things. And so the opportunity arose for us to sell the company. And frankly, I couldn't get any takers at the time, so
So you stepped up and saved it?
I stepped up and sold my house and liquidated my retirement account.
You bet the farm.
Bet the farm, bet my mom's farm, did everything I can and went all in.
That's
and
the definition of an entrepreneur.
Yeah, it's all in, all or nothing.
That's great. You know, as I was researching you for this award, I noticed, or I learned about the fact that you have a particular penchant for collectibles and artwork, turning undervalued assets into significant profits. Can you take a moment and tell us about that?
Yeah, I do. I've always been really interested in art, history, any form of history, whether it's ancient or more modern. And I grew up in an antique family that owned antique businesses, and it's just in my soul. I really love old things, and what all the dealers have told me in all the different areas is that I have an amazing eye, and I go out and I find value and find something that I think's undervalued or unidentified in most cases, and I buy it and I do the research and get the experts all over the world.
You do that in business and you do it outside of business. That's wonderful.
Yeah, it's worked
now,
well.
You have a couple of twins on the way, don't you?
I do, yeah, identical twin daughters.
So when they get old enough to appreciate what you won today, I'm sure they're going to be very proud of their dad.
I hope so, yeah.
Well, thank you for taking the time to meet with us. Congratulations on the award, well deserved, and congratulations on the President of the United States recognizing and honoring you for this accomplishment.
Thank you very much. I'm very honored. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Up next, I have the pleasure of introducing Tasha Otsuji, partner with Withum, to announce our next award winner.
You discovered new ways to connect with family, friends, and coworkers. You learned to work productively from home and that you can do business virtually. We've seen a more human side of each other. Embrace this new perspective. Rethink how work gets done. You can't go back entirely to the old way of doing things. Withum can help your business thrive in this new reality. Remote, secure, collaborative, productive. Welcome to the new normal of business. Withum.
Hi, I'm Tasha Otsuji. I'm a partner at Withum in our Orange County office. We're a proud sponsor of the OC Business Journal Excellence in Entrepreneurship Awards. As a forward-thinking, technology-driven advisory and accounting firm, Withum strives to help our clients be in a position of strength. And this is so important today more than ever in the current environment. Today, I'm pleased to present our next award winner for the Excellence in Entrepreneur Awards, Alan Fuerstman. Alan is the president, founder, and CEO of Montage International. Alan, thank you so much for joining me here today to ask you some questions and to hear more about your company. What you may be surprised to find out is that we've really asked you here to let you know that you've been selected as a winner of the Entrepreneurship Award.
Wow, that's fantastic. Wow, really excited. And my team's going to be especially excited for the amazing things that they've done that really has helped create this moment.
Well, it's very well deserved and a great honor, so congratulations.
Thank you.
Now, I did want to ask you some questions about your experience. You have a very unique path to success. I've read that you started, early on in high school in the hospitality industry as a doorman and worked your way up through your journey to eventually start the incredible Montage International Hotels and Resorts that we all know and are very familiar with, especially here in Orange County, since you started the first one in Laguna Beach. So if you had one piece of advice to give to other entrepreneurs, what would it be?
I would encourage young entrepreneurs to pay great attention to the teams that they build. Often a great idea never quite gets executed properly and reaches its potential, and to focus as much on trying to develop the talent within the organization that can implement that incredible vision or new idea that the entrepreneur has. And you focus on your team, you spend the time and the energy and the training, the development, the recruitment, and you'll be able to create real magic. But it's so much more than an individual. And entrepreneurs get great recognition, as we're seeing today, but behind every entrepreneur, you'll find an organization or a team of devoted, dedicated individuals that help make that happen.
That's fantastic advice and so important to build a great team surrounding you. What have been the biggest challenges and obstacles that you've had to come in starting your business, and how did you overcome them?
Yeah, well, in first starting it, it started with an idea, and the idea was that the ultra-luxury hotel space, as the world knew it 20, 25 years ago, was too pretentious, too stuffy, and my belief was that the next generation of luxury traveler was looking for a much more humble and gracious approach to luxury. So our challenge was to deliver on that kind of service, stay as committed and focused to craftsmanship, quality, without, again, the pretentiousness. And where you could be as comfortable in a fine dining restaurant in jeans as you are in a tuxedo, and where you could create an ambiance where you wouldn't have to get dressed just to walk through the lobby in a suit jacket. And the world was ready for it. The trick was then being able to compete with such great brands. And in Orange County alone, when we launched Montage, we had a terrific Ritz-Carlton, a Four Seasons at the time, St. Regis. So we really needed to differentiate ourselves in our style of service, our attention to detail, and really were able to find a niche that was truly the epicenter of what Montage came to be.
Well, you've absolutely built a world-renowned, fantastic brand. What have been some of your challenges that you've faced as a result of the pandemic with COVID-19 that I know has impacted the hospitality industry?
Yeah, the COVID-19 has hit the hospitality industry very, very hard. So the first big challenge was just how difficult it was for our associates. The hotels essentially closed for the most part. So being able to find ways to support our associates, and we came up with some creative ideas, one of which was selling gift certificates for future stays, and we put those proceeds towards a relief fund for our associates. So we were able to help support them financially, and then also able to keep them connected through town hall, Zoom, and other meetings, just to keep that great connectivity. We also had to deal with the primary concern of associate and guest safety. So it really caused us to refocus on all of the cleaning protocols and things that we could do to make it the most safe environment possible. We also looked at some external resources. We've collaborated with One Medical that does the screening of our associates every day, and then we can respond quickly if there's something that's not quite right. So it's a great benefit both for associates, and we've made that available to our guests as well. Then ultimately, we needed to create confidence again where our guests could come back with the belief that they would be safe in our environment. So we had to put together all the procedures that we've done to help make it a safe, healthy experience, yet still being able to enjoy the getaway that resorts and hotels can provide.
That's fantastic. Well, I'm hoping with you and all the other entrepreneurs that we can get back to normal soon, outside of this new normal.
We look forward to it very much so, and it's been a remarkable time. The passion that our team has for overcoming the obstacles and for taking care of our guests has been really special. And just it's the toughest of times that people rise to the occasion, and you're seeing it in our industry, and you're seeing it in other industries as well.
Well, like you said, it's about the team that you've surrounded yourself with, and people are looking to you and your team for leadership, and you've done a fantastic job. And with this award, we're honoring that you exemplify what embodies that entrepreneurial spirit. So congratulations. It's quite an honor.
We appreciate the recognition, and we look forward to many more years in Orange County.
Thank you. Thanks, Alan, for taking the time to meet with me today. It's been an honor to be able to ask you these questions.
My pleasure.
To announce our next award winner is Vice-Chancellor, Health Affairs, Dr. Steve Goldstein, University of California, Irvine.
The journey starts with being told no.
The breast cancer treatment will jeopardize your pregnancy.
Over and over again.
It's just too complicated.
That you're running out of time.
There's just nothing we can do.
Asking the impossible. But at UCI Health, we're driven by what others say can't be done.
Yes, we can help you.
To make the impossible possible. And that means we stop at nothing to deliver the extraordinary.
My name is Steve Goldstein. I am the Vice-Chancellor of Health Affairs at the University of California, Irvine. We are proud to be sponsors of the Orange County Business Journal Excellence and Entrepreneurship Awards. UCI is also proud to be part of what makes Orange County great. We do this by providing top-tier, extraordinary integrative health care to our citizens as only an academic health system and research university can. UCI has a mission statement of 3 parts: discover, teach, heal. We train Orange County's healthcare leaders of the future, and we discover and advance cutting-edge care from cancer to COVID-19. Together, UCI and Orange County are an entrepreneurial pair. Now it is my sincere honor to introduce one of this year's Excellence in Entrepreneurship Award winners, Steve Jones, the CEO of Allied Universal. Congratulations, Steve. You are an award winner this year. This is an extraordinary success.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it, and exciting award to win. I really appreciate UCI's participation in this year's event, and the Orange County Business Journal is such a great part of our community, and so I'm proud to represent. And there's a tremendous amount of entrepreneurs out there, so I'm proud to represent them.
Well, the award is extraordinarily well deserved. As I understand it, Allied Universal is the biggest security firm in North America?
That is correct. Yeah, we're the largest. We have about 235,000 security professionals, as we like to call them, and we're out there trying to protect people and property all across America.
Now, you've been a trailblazer and an innovator. I also understand, actually, that you've built this company from a revenue of about $12 million in a year to $8.4 billion. This is some major accomplishments. If you were talking to an aspiring entrepreneur, could you talk to them about what were the biggest obstacles you had to overcome to get there?
Yeah, well, great question. Probably the first one was just lack of capital, right? And so when we were $12 million a year in revenue, I remember trying to lead a management buyout of the original founders of what was a little family-owned business, and I was a non-family member, and just not having access to capital, and not having any family access to capital, and so being able to pull that off and build it, and then over the years being able to then finally establish a banking relationship with quality financial institutions that believed in where you wanted to take it, and then things start to change, right, as you grow and you build your business, and then it really becomes, how do you deploy your capital, right? And are you deploying it in such a way that now you're improving the organization, you're building the organization, and so those challenges alone were just, there were times when I didn't think I'd pull it off. There were times where I thought maybe my career would go in a different direction just because we weren't going to make it. And I remember in 2008 and 2009, one of our banking partners went under, and that was a really scary time. And so there's been some gut check moments where I've had to look back and go, holy cow, we made it through that. And then I look today. Obviously, it's a different viewpoint now. I'm standing in a different position.
Now this has been almost a 3-decade trajectory. Is that true?
24 years. Yeah.
24. Wow. Yeah. Excellent. So young entrepreneur says to you, what are the 3 things I should know if I want to have the type of success that you've had? Yeah,
another great question, Steve. First and foremost, I'd say to anyone is dream big, right? You got to have a dream, and I believed. I remember talking to people. Actually, when I was getting my MBA, I wrote my thesis on leading a management buyout of a small little family-owned business as a non-family member. And I remember talking to everybody about that I could do this, and people thought I was crazy, right? And so you got to dream big. The other thing I'd say is you got to be committed, right? It's the commitment part. I think everybody wants to achieve things. It's that commitment to be able to actually follow through and get it done. It makes it it's just that much more challenging. And probably the third thing I'd say is you need perseverance, right? There's going to be a lot of times, as I kind of described, there's going to be a lot of trying times that you're going to go through as you're building your organization or you're building your dream. It just doesn't work, right? And so it's okay to fail, and you gotta make lemonade out of lemons, right?
So dream big, perseverance. What were the words for the second one? I'm sorry.
Commitment.
Commitment.
Yeah. Yeah, and I say that because I find a lot of entrepreneurs they not a lot, but they dream big, but then you have to take it's the grind of the in between of where you are when you start and where you want to be, and it's that grind that gets tiring, right? It wears people down.
Now I think those 3 recommendations are actually wise, but also good for life in general.
Oh, I would agree. I those 3 are really how I've lived my life, right? So I'm just, if you would have told me I would be here 24 years ago, I'd have said, nah, probably not. I was just an ex-football player that, and I kind of took the same philosophies that I had in sports and transpired them into work.
You clearly are a smart choice as an Excellence in Entrepreneurship Award winner, and it's a pleasure to congratulate you.
Thank you very much. Well, I really appreciate it. And again, thank you to the Orange County Business Journal, and thank you to UCI. And I'm very proud to represent the thousands and thousands of entrepreneurs that make up Orange County and make this place such a great place to live and work.
Moving along with the program, next to present is Joel Staples, Lead Advisor for Northwestern Mutual.
I've always focused on my career, but when we found out our son had autism, his future became my focus. Lavender baths always calmed him, so we turned bath time into a business. There was a dream. And building it with my son has been my dream job.
At Northwestern Mutual, our version of financial planning helps you live your dreams today. Find a Northwestern Mutual advisor at nm.com.
I'm Joel Staples. I'm with DJM Financial, part of Northwestern Mutual's private client group. I'm honored to be here today, partnering with the Orange County Business Journal's wonderful event this year, and I'm personally thrilled to be presenting this award to Mr. Gary Moore, CEO and founder of American Technologies Incorporated. Well, Gary, as you may have guessed, we're not just here to congratulate you for being a finalist. You've actually won one of this year's Excellence in Entrepreneurship Awards. Congratulations.
Oh, great. Man, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's a surprise.
I'm honored to present that to you. It's a lovely award, but very well deserved. Wanted to just ask you a few questions and hear about the business. You and I have obviously talked at some length at this point. But why don't you just share to the audience kind of where you got your start, how you built the business, and what it looks like today, including those recent developments we were just talking about.
I started 31 years ago. Before that, I was with a company got purchased that was doing the same restoration environmental work. Mm-hmm. And they were going to move to Greenville, South Carolina, and I didn't want to move. And so that's when I started ATI. And I started in very small fashion. I rented a executive suite and hired 2 other employees. There was 3 of us. Mm-hmm. And my warehouse, believe it or not, was a little mini storage not too far down the street.
A little different than what it looks like today.
Yeah, so three people from the very beginning to today. We have 1,200 people. We have 20 locations, and we're doing over $300 million in work. So it's been unbelievable excitement in our growth and opportunities.
Yeah, well, we were just talking off camera. Why don't you share kind of the latest development in terms of that growth that's continuing?
Yeah, our growth has always been organic, and we've always wanted to purchase some acquisitions, and fortunately we partnered up with a private equity firm that enabled us to do this. And believe it or not, it's only happened a few weeks ago, and we already have a letter of intent with an East Coast company.
That's exciting.
Very exciting to grow in areas that we're not so strong in.
Sure. You've obviously had a ton of professional success. What would you say has been one of the bigger challenges that you've had to overcome along your way to where we are today?
The biggest challenge was initially to just get started financially. Mm-hmm. So after putting business plans together and seeing different banks, and they all said come back when you have business, and so I took an equity line of credit out of my house, and my wife, she was fortunate, she went and got a real estate license. Mm-hmm. So fortunately we didn't have to sell the house. Yeah. And after getting an equity line of credit, got some more credit to buy some equipment. So the most struggle was the financing part of it. Mm-hmm. And then as we grew, of course, our line of credit was a lot better as we got bigger.
Sure.
So.
One of the things, I think I could probably guess the answer to this question, but what are you most excited about going forward?
Most exciting thing is the growth. We've always had good growth, but the acquisitions is going to be exciting for me to go to another family like myself that maybe is a founder and maybe wants to retire or wants to do something maybe 4 or 5 years, for us to convince that family business to join our family and continue to grow.
Very cool.
So it's a new excitement for me.
Cool. Well, congratulations. I'm honored to present the award to you. Very well deserved. I look forward to continuing our relationship.
Well, thank you. What an honor. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
And here to announce our last award winner is Brad Hall, Managing Director of Hall & Company.
For over 35 years, Hall & Company Certified Public Accountants and Consultants has been committed to providing clients with world-class financial advisory services. We energize this expertise with our mission to change lives, those of our clients and those in our community. Located in the heart of Orange County, Hall & Company, an independent member of the BDO Alliance, offers an impressive array of advisory services, tax, auditing, research and development tax credits, consulting, and more. Our specialization in R&D tax credits has helped hundreds of companies save millions of dollars. Our exceptionally talented people take impeccable care of our clients, all in a culture of trust, respect, and independence. It's easy to see why we've been ranked a top 25 accounting firm in Orange County for over 10 years. Hall & Company Certified Public Accountants and Consultants. Big firm value, small firm feel.
Good afternoon. We're so grateful you could all join us for this award ceremony for the Orange County Business Journal 2020 Excellence in Entrepreneurship Award. My name is Brad Hall. I'm the Managing Director of Hall & Company CPAs here in Irvine, and we're pleased to present the award to an outstanding leader in his company, Joel Stensby of KPRS Construction, primary office in Brea, California, with offices throughout California, Seattle, Washington, and Hawaii. And we're pleased to present again the award. And here it is. Joel, I just wanted to congratulate you. It's such an honor to be here today to celebrate all you've done to build your company up.
Brad, thank you very much. It's an honor to be here as well. When Paul, Christasia, Lev Rabinovich and I started the company 22 years ago, this would have been a dream, not an anticipated reality. So we appreciate the opportunity to be here. We're happy to be recognized as an organization and look forward to a bright future. So thank you.
Yeah. You started your company 22 years ago, and I started mine 32 years ago. I've got a little bit more of a catch on you, although you've built it 5 times more than mine. But tell me a little bit about the struggles that you've had, going through, or one of your biggest struggles that you can remember over the last 22 years.
Well, when KPRS was formed, we went from working for large organizations to working for ourselves and on our own bank accounts and our own lines of credit. And it's a tremendous change of pace when you look at a company from a much larger corporation to then creating one on your own. So the challenges are always that of finding the right employees, finding people who help you grow, finding people who believe in the same beliefs that you have as an organization, and ultimately then providing great service to the clients, which then allows you to grow. You can't grow without great service and great employees. So,
right. So on that same tone, what would you say for all the entrepreneurs in the audience watching today? What would you say for words of advice, or a few words of advice for them?
Well, I think one thing that is really important is to understand what culture you're trying to create in an organization. It's hard to recreate culture once you've created it. It's hard to change culture. So when we started KPRS, we wanted to create a company that was more of a throwback company, one that focused more on the employee than on the profit. We don't talk about volume. We don't talk about profits in our organization. We talk about developing employees that are happy to be there, and that will reflect a positive image to our clients, and ultimately the clients will be attracted to that. I think that's the thing to start with. What culture are you trying to create? And ultimately, how can you get people with you that believe in this same culture that you're trying to emulate?
Yeah. Culture is really important, obviously, especially going through the tough times we've had with this pandemic. I know that even in our company, it's tough to keep a strong culture and keep, calm and throughout the staff, the ranks, let alone the clients. So what would you say has been your challenge with the COVID since it's really come out the last 5 months? What's the
one of the things that's been interesting, challenging, is that ultimately, as an organization, construction companies we deem to be essential. So we never left the office. We never left our situation. We never went home and spent months at home. But it created other challenges for us that ultimately we had to create a safe work environment. We allowed many employees to go home and work from home. But at the same time, we had to service projects. We manage literally thousands of workers a day on our job sites with 300 employees. And ultimately, we have to create a safe environment for not only our employees, but also for the thousands of workers that rely on us. So those are the challenges that we ultimately would have with the COVID.
Okay. Well, it sounds like you've gotten through it real well. You're going to be between 600 and 700 million this year in all 8 offices through the West Coast, because I know you pretty much take care of construction on the West Coast, including
Correct.
Hawaii.
Correct.
So it's awesome that you've been able to not only survive but to grow through this. And that's incredible that you've been able to do what you've done.
So what's interesting, during the recession in 2007, 2008, we actually grew during that recession as well in terms of employee counts. We actually had more people working for us after the recession than we did before. And I still come back to that. Are the employees providing service that the clients enjoy, that the clients want to have? But we've in 22 years ago, as you mentioned, we started KPRS. 12 years ago, we acquired and formed KPRS Hawaii. And 7 years ago, we acquired and formed Bergman KPRS. And just recently, at the end of the year, we invested in and acquired a company called B&T Manufacturing, which is a manufacturing company that's based in South Dakota. And as the market turns and as the market continues to grow, we try to find ways to be on the cutting edge, be on the innovation side of the equation to try to help clients accomplish what they're trying to accomplish.
That's great. Well, once again, Joel, we want to thank you for coming and for being the award winner for this year's 2020 Excellence in Entrepreneurship Award from the Orange County Business Journal. Thank you very much.
Thank you. It's a great honor, and ultimately, it's not just to me, it's to my partners and myself, but not only to the 3 of us and our other partners, but ultimately to all 300 employees who allow that to progress in a way that makes it valuable to our clients. So thank you.
Yet again, it doesn't matter if it's live or virtual, we have a great group of winners. The good news is, of course, we had 5 fabulous entrepreneurs being honored today. But the better news is our judges had to overlook so many impressive nominees that we can be assured of great award recipients again next year. I mean, think about it. This is the 19th year we've recognized 5 people, and they just keep coming. Finally, let me thank all the people at the Business Journal who made this event so successful. Thank you for joining us today, and congratulations again to all of our nominees and award winners. Candidly, as great as this was, we look forward to seeing you in person next year at the Orange County Business Journal's 20th Annual Excellence in Entrepreneurship Program.
Today's program has been made possible by our sponsors. Pacific Premier Bank, the Jeffrey M. Verdon Law Group, Withum Advisory and Accounting Firm, Northwestern Mutual, UCI Health, Hall & Company Certified Public Accountants and Consultants, the Irvine Company, and BPM Accounting and Consulting Firm. We also appreciate the tremendous support of the Orange County Business Journal's events team. Thank you all for watching.